What if I told you that ChatGPT might not be the best AI anymore? Shocking, right? For years, OpenAI's model has dominated the AI world, helping people write emails, generate business ideas, and even craft the perfect passive-aggressive text message for their ex. But now, there's a new player in town, and it's making some serious waves. Meet DeepSeek, an AI model developed in China that claims to be cheaper, faster, and in some cases, even smarter than ChatGPT. Now, before you start thinking, oh great, just what we need, another AI model trying to take over our jobs, hold on, because DeepSeek isn't just another chatbot. This thing is built differently. It uses a technology that makes it more cost-effective, which is a fancy way of saying it does the same work for less money. That alone is enough to make OpenAI executives sweat a little. But there's a twist. DeepSeek isn't some scrappy startup trying to disrupt the AI space from a Silicon Valley garage. It's backed by China's tech ecosystem, a country known for pushing boundaries in artificial intelligence while keeping a firm grip on how information is shared. And that's where things get controversial. Some people say DeepSeek is the next big thing, an AI that will revolutionize the industry by making high-quality artificial intelligence more accessible and affordable. Others warn that it could be a Trojan horse, a powerful tool wrapped in a sleek, helpful package, but with hidden risks like censorship, surveillance, and data control. So what's the truth? Is DeepSeek a revolutionary step forward or a strategic move in the ongoing arms race? More importantly, is it actually better than ChatGPT? By the end of this, you'll have the answers. We're breaking down everything: how DeepSeek works, how it compares to ChatGPT, and whether you should trust it. Because let's be real, in a world where AI is becoming an everyday part of life, choosing the right one might be more important than you think. Let's dive in. To understand DeepSeek, we first need to talk about where it comes from. We all know OpenAI, right? They started as this for the good of humanity organization, only to later introduce paid subscriptions because, surprise, running advanced AI models is insanely expensive. OpenAI has been leading the charge in artificial intelligence for years, with models like GPT-3, GPT-4, and their upcoming ultra-powerful versions that will probably start demanding vacation time and benefits. But while OpenAI was busy conquering the Western world, China was working on its own AI revolution. And here's the thing about China. When they set their sights on an industry, they don't just compete, they try to dominate. That's exactly what's happening with DeepSeek. DeepSeek was developed as part of China's broader effort to become a leader in artificial intelligence. And unlike ChatGPT, which was created by an independent research organization, at least that's what OpenAI likes to say, DeepSeek has strong state backing. The Chinese government has made it very clear that they don't want to depend on Western AI models. They want their own version of ChatGPT. And now they have it. Now, let's talk about the name, DeepSeek. Sounds futuristic, right? Like something out of a sci-fi thriller. The name implies that it seeks deep into problems to find the best possible solutions. And in many ways, that's exactly what it does. Unlike ChatGPT, which operates as a one-size-fits-all, AI DeepSeek is built differently. DeepSeek's biggest selling point, efficiency. Let me explain. ChatGPT is like a giant all-knowing brain that tries to answer everything, from writing wedding speeches to solving complex physics equations. But that also means it uses a massive amount of computing power all the time, which is one reason why OpenAI charges for its premium model. DeepSeek, on the other hand, uses something called a mixture of experts model. Imagine a team of highly trained specialists, each dedicated to a different task. Some are experts in math, some are great at coding, and others are just really good at making sarcastic jokes, probably. Instead of activating the entire AI model for every question, DeepSeek only calls on the specific experts needed for the job. And what does that mean? It's faster, it's cheaper, and in many cases, it's actually better at technical tasks than ChatGPT. For example, if you ask DeepSeek to solve a complex math problem, it doesn't just rely on a general AI brain. It pulls in an expert designed specifically for math. That's why it has been praised for outperforming ChatGPT in technical fields like coding and numerical problem solving. So if you're building a website, writing an algorithm, or trying to impress your crush by casually solving calculus problems in conversation, DeepSeek might actually be the better choice. But here's where it gets interesting. While DeepSeek is cheaper and faster in some areas, there are big concerns, about how it handles information. One of the biggest complaints about ChatGPT is that it refuses to answer certain controversial questions. But DeepSeek takes it a step further. Since it's developed in China, where strict censorship laws exist, DeepSeek is designed to comply with Chinese regulations. That means certain topics, politics, human rights, sensitive historical events might be either completely off limits or presented with a very specific perspective. This leads to the biggest debate around DeepSeek. Can we trust it? If an AI is built with strict content controls, does that mean its answers are biased? Does that mean it filters information in a way that serves a particular agenda? And if so, what does that mean for people using it as a research tool? So here's the real question. Are we okay with using an AI that might be limiting what we can ask and how it responds? And more importantly, is that control intentional, or is it just a byproduct of the system it was built under? Because while DeepSeek may be more efficient, the real debate isn't about how fast or cheap it is. It's about who controls it and what that means for the future of AI. And that, my friends, is where things start to get really complicated. Artificial intelligence isn't just about making cool chatbots, it's about money, big money. Most people don't realize this, but running AI models like ChatGPT is insanely expensive. Every time you ask ChatGPT a question, a supercomputer somewhere in the world fires up, crunches numbers, and delivers an answer, all in a matter of seconds. But behind the scenes, that process burns through huge amounts of electricity, hardware resources, and computing power. And guess what? That costs OpenAI a fortune. To give you an idea, just maintaining an AI model the size of GPT-4 costs millions of dollars per month. That's why OpenAI had to start charging users for the premium version, and why Microsoft, one of OpenAI's biggest investors, is pouring billions into building AI data centers just to keep up with demand. But DeepSeek plays the game differently. Instead of building a single massive AI that tries to do everything at once, like ChatGPT, DeepSeek uses something called a mixture of experts MOA model. Think of it like a highly specialized team. Instead of one giant brain handling every task, DeepSeek divides the work among different experts, each specializing in a particular area. If you ask it to generate creative writing, it activates the writing expert. If you ask it to solve a math problem, it calls on the math expert. If you need coding help, the coding expert steps in. By doing this, DeepSeek only uses the necessary parts of its AI for each task, instead of firing up the entire system like ChatGPT does. That's a huge efficiency boost, and it saves a ton of money, but it gets even more interesting. DeepSeek is backed by China's AI ecosystem, which means it has access to cheaper infrastructure. In China, the cost of running AI models is often much lower than in the US because China has massive state-backed tech projects, meaning AI research is often subsidized. The country has access to cheaper labor and manufacturing, reducing the cost of AI hardware. Chinese companies are building their own AI chips to reduce dependence on expensive Western-made hardware. All this makes DeepSeek way more cost-effective than ChatGPT. It's like running an electric car while everyone else is stuck paying for gas. Now, here's where things get spicy. By being more cost-effective, DeepSeek isn't just competing with ChatGPT, it's undercutting it. If OpenAI is charging $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus, but DeepSeek can offer a similar or better experience for a lower price, or even for free, what do you think is going to happen? People will switch. Businesses will switch. And suddenly, OpenAI isn't just competing against another chatbot, it's competing against a cheaper, more efficient, and government-backed rival. That's a huge deal. Because in the AI world, being cheaper and faster is often more important than being perfect, and DeepSeek is betting big on that. Alright, now that we've covered why DeepSeek is more cost-effective, let's talk about what actually makes it unique. Because at the end of the day, being cheaper isn't enough, it has to be better too. So what does DeepSeek bring to the table that makes it stand out? 1. The mixture of experts, MOA model, the AI team approach. We already touched on this, but let's break it down further. ChatGPT works like a jack of all trades, meaning it uses one giant neural network to handle everything. That's fine for general tasks, but it's inefficient and sometimes inaccurate. especially for technical subjects. DeepSeek, on the other hand, is more like an elite team of specialists. When you ask it a question, it figures out which experts to activate instead of firing up the entire system. This means faster responses because it doesn't have to waste computing power on unnecessary processes. More accurate answers since it uses highly trained experts for specific tasks. Lower costs because it doesn't burn through massive computational resources for simple queries. Think of it like calling a company for support. Would you rather be stuck on hold with a generic customer service rep or instantly get connected to an expert who knows exactly what you need? That's the difference between ChatGPT and DeepSeek. 2. Superior math and coding skills. One area where DeepSeek crushes ChatGPT is in technical problem solving, especially math and coding. Why? Because instead of relying on a single AI model trained on general knowledge, DeepSeek has dedicated experts trained exclusively on programming and numerical analysis. In tests, DeepSeek has been shown to solve complex math problems more accurately than ChatGPT, generate cleaner and more efficient code for programmers, provide better debugging assistance for developers. For professionals who rely on an eye for coding or engineering work, this is a game changer. While ChatGPT is still solid for coding, DeepSeek is quickly becoming the better choice for technical users. 3. Enhanced language processing. DeepSeek isn't just a tech powerhouse, it's also impressive when it comes to language generation. More natural-sounding text, it produces smoother, more human-like responses. Better multilingual support. It's optimized for both English and Chinese, meaning it can handle translations and bilingual tasks more effectively. Stronger fact-checking ability. Some early reports suggest it provides more accurate responses in certain knowledge-based tasks. Of course, this comes with a big but. DeepSeek is trained under China's strict censorship laws. That means certain topics are filtered or restricted, and its responses may be biased toward a government-approved perspective. And this raises a major question. How much control should AI companies have over what we can and can't ask? This isn't just a DeepSeek issue. All AI models have biases. ChatGPT has been criticized for pushing Western-centric viewpoints and avoiding controversial topics. But with DeepSeek, the level of control could be even greater. For some people, that's a deal breaker. For others, it's just the cost of doing business with a Chinese-made AI. But here's what we do know. DeepSeek is cheaper, faster, and more specialized than ChatGPT. It's better at technical tasks, making it a top choice for engineers and programmers. It's expanding rapidly, meaning it could become a serious competitor to OpenAI in the next few years. And whether we like it or not, competition is good. It forces companies to improve their products, lower prices, and innovate faster. So is DeepSeek the future of AI or just another competitor in the race? Artificial intelligence isn't just about convenience anymore, it's about global power. The rise of AI is shaping industries, economies, and even the geopolitical landscape. And in this new battlefield, two major forces are emerging: OpenAI and its Western allies, and China-backed AI models like DeepSeek. This isn't just a tech war, it's a clash of ideologies, strategies, and visions for the future of AI. So what's really at stake? Let's break it down. 1. The US versus China AI race. AI development is no longer just a tech industry competition. It's a matter of national security and economic dominance. The US and China are racing to build the world's most powerful AI models, and the outcome will determine who leads the next era of technological innovation. The US was led by OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft. America is focusing on AI models that are more general purpose and widely accessible. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude aim to be the go-to tools for businesses and individuals worldwide. China, on the other hand, is building AI models that are deeply integrated into its own ecosystem. Companies like DeepSeek and Baidu's Ernie are optimized for Chinese users and designed to align with government regulations and priorities. Here's where things get interesting. China has a secret advantage. Unlike the US, where AI companies are mostly independent, Chinese AI models are backed by the government. This means unlimited funding, state-of-the-art research facilities, and massive datasets from China's enormous population. It also means strict censorship and regulation, which could limit DeepSeek's ability to compete globally. So, will DeepSeek break out of China's ecosystem and challenge ChatGPT worldwide? Or will it remain a regional powerhouse, dominating China but struggling internationally? 2. Data wars. Who has the advantage? AI models are only as good as the data they're trained on. And when it comes to data, China has a serious edge. 1.4 billion people generating digital content equals massive training data. Less privacy regulation equals more access to user behavior patterns. Government-backed AI projects equals more research funding and data sharing agreements. While Western AI models are heavily scrutinized for privacy concerns like GDPR in Europe, China has fewer restrictions, giving DeepSeek access to more diverse, real-world training data. But here's the downside: censorship. Since DeepSeek operates under China's regulations, it might avoid or manipulate certain topics. This could make it less useful for global users who need unbiased answers. On the flip side, ChatGPT and other Western models struggle with political correctness filters, sometimes refusing to answer controversial questions entirely. So, which is worse, too much censorship or too much filtering? That's the debate AI users now face. 3. Who will win the AI arms race? Right now, OpenAI still holds the global lead. ChatGPT has over 180 million users and is integrated into Microsoft products worldwide. But DeepSeek is catching up fast, and China's AI industry is booming. The real question is, will users stick with Western AI or start migrating to more cost-effective and efficient models like DeepSeek? We're already seeing major shifts. Tech companies are exploring alternative AI providers to reduce costs. Developers are testing DeepSeek for programming and math-heavy tasks. AI adoption is growing faster in Asia than in North America. It's only a matter of time before DeepSeek and models like it start challenging ChatGPT head-on. And when that happens, I might become the next battlefield of global influence. Alright, we've covered the battle between ChatGPT and DeepSeek, but let's bring it back to you, the user. What does all this mean for your daily AI experience? 1. More choices, more competition. The rise of DeepSeek means we're no longer stuck with just a few AI options. This is great news because it forces companies to compete on quality, cost, and features. ChatGPT will have to improve its efficiency and pricing to stay competitive. DeepSeek will have to prove itself outside of China and earn trust from Western users. Other AI models like Google, Gemini, and Claude will accelerate their innovation. In the end, you win because you get access to better, faster, and cheaper AI tools. 2. The privacy dilemma. Here's the catch. Every AI has its own trade-offs. ChatGPT may be more Western-friendly, but it's controlled by a US company that partners with Microsoft. DeepSeek may be cheaper and more efficient, but it operates under China's censorship laws. Which one do you trust more? The future of AI might come down to how much control we're willing to give up for efficiency. 3. AI's moving fast. Stay ahead. If there's one takeaway from all of this, it's that AI is evolving faster than ever. Models that seemed groundbreaking last year are already being challenged by newer, better versions. That means you should stay updated on AI advancements. Experiment with new AI models like DeepSeek to see what works best for you. Be aware of data privacy risks and read the fine print before using AI tools. The AI revolution isn't slowing down, it's just getting started. And whether DeepSeek takes over, ChatGPT fights back, or an entirely new AI model emerges, one thing is certain. The world of AI will never be the same again. So after everything we've covered, who's better, DeepSeek or ChatGPT? The truth is, there's no clear winner yet. DeepSeek is gaining traction, but ChatGPT still has a massive head start. The real battle will be played out over the next few years as AI models compete for dominance in different markets. But if DeepSeek continues improving at its current pace, OpenAI might have to watch its back. That's the end of our deep dive into DeepSeek. What do you think? Would you trust DeepSeek over ChatGPT? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more content about other events in this world. If you have any other ideas you would like us to share, let me know in the comments. Stay curious. I'll see you in the next video.